everyone. Thank you so much for being here today at the Aerospike Digital Summit 2021. My name is Ushat. I'm account executive at Aerospike Israel, and I'm very much excited to introduce you to our customer, Playtika, and special guest, Ella Vidra. For those of you who are not familiar with Ella, Ella is the VP of IT Operations and Engineering at Playtika, and she is going to talk about the importance of real-time data for Playtika's leading online gaming platform. Thank you very much, Ella, for being here today. The stage is yours.
Hello, I'm very excited to be here today and to speak about the importance of real-time data for Playtika leading online gaming platform. My name is Ella Vidra and I'm Playtika VP IT. And this is our story. Let's begin. So this is what I'm going to share with you today. I'm going to tell you a little bit about us, about my job, the challenges that we were facing when we were looking for the new data solution. Why is our company focusing on data? A little bit about our success story while implementing the Aerospike solution, and we will have some time for Q&A. So everything began 11 years ago. Then we were a small group of people that were trying to create games. We figured out it will be a nice try to put our games on social networks. We began with a really small Russian network, and this is where we started. When I came to the company, we had only 2 games. Till then, we grew a lot. As you can see, we have a lot of games in social and casual platforms. We're pioneers in the gaming social industry, and we're trying to do live game operations. Actually, we were the first ones who tried it in our market. What does it mean? It means that everything that we do is based on data that we receive from our players. We want to enhance their playing experience. Our purpose is to entertain, and we want this time that people spend in our application to be the most enjoyable. And this is why we operate our games totally live with the people who are working in the company. Our success comes from our core values. So I will tell you a little about it, how I see it. In my opinion, IT needs to understand business. So I really try to teach my teams what we do and to relate to our business needs and to give solutions that answer our requirements. Dare to challenge for us means that we question everything. We want to understand if the solutions that we gave are the best ones for every opportunity and every challenge. So every year we come to our technical solutions and we try to understand if they're the best ones for the gaming experience that we have. Cut to the chase for us means that we need to build fast decisions. We need to decide fast, we need to act upon them really fast, and we need to execute fast. Actually, our logo is cheetah, and this is why we always cut to the chase. Make it count is, we don't consider every experience, even if it was a failure, it's a good experience. We learn from it, we grow from it. So everything counts. Run with the pack. So I will tell you a little bit about where our sites are located. So we're located in many countries in the world. So we're very, we have a variety of people and cultures. But for my teams, we always win as one team. We have a team spirit. We try to do everything together. We're the first ones who wake up at night when we have an incident. We're the last ones who leave the offices. So for us, run with the pack means that we win as one team, no matter where we are at this time. You can understand how difficult for us was the Corona experience, but we talked every day. We supported each other, and I think we grew even stronger after this experience. And now I'm going to share some interesting numbers with you. So you can see on the right-hand side all the sites that we have all around the world. Actually, we have sites in 13 different countries. Variety of people of every culture imaginable. We have 34 million active users every month playing our games. We have 10 different technical platforms. Almost 4K people. Actually, when I came to Playtika, we were like 100 people. So it was a really interesting experience to see this company grow so much and go over these different layers and steps in the company growth. As you can see, we process 9 terabytes of data every day. And last year, we made $2 billion annual revenue, which brings me to the exciting news that we actually had a very significant big event in the life of our company. And this is what I can share with you. This January, we made history by becoming the biggest IPO ever done in Israel. So 15th of January was a very exciting day for us when we saw what our efforts can bring to the whole company. And we saw our faces on Times Square, which was also very exciting, as you can see. Now let's talk about what I do in the company. So I'm with the company for 8 years. So I was there for all the growing steps of it. And it was very interesting. But what I actually do is I'm responsible for all the technical aspects of the IT in the company for production and internal IT. What is relevant for our talk is that my team is building and maintaining Playtika private cloud. So from the beginning of the time, we decided that we're going to operate our own cloud. So we never used public clouds. I know it's a bit against the stream, against the market, but we had a specific business needs and that we decided that we're going to answer by ourselves. I think it was a good decision, especially for us, as we gave a gaming platform that suits exactly the needs of our company. And this is why we were so successful in operating our games 24/7. And it was very efficient budget-wise as well. We gain a lot of practices, and now we instruct R&D teams and set quality standards all over the studios of Playtika. So we operate everything 24/7. We monitor everything by ourselves. We manage the incidents inside IT teams. We have a variety of roles and responsibilities inside IT teams, from NOC to monitoring experts, second level support. We have incident managers that are on every incident, and they have best practices for managing how you efficiently manage an incident and end it by bringing our business back to life as soon as possible. We're always 100% uptime. What does it mean? So, you know, we can't We can't do downtime because our users all over the world, if Europe is going to sleep, US is waking up, Australia is there. So we need to operate all the time. We're an entertainment company. So we give people, their leisure time. People don't have a lot of leisure time. So we compete. Our competition is very strong. All new games are coming out every day. So we're competing for this 15, 20 minutes, half an hour a day that people have to entertain themselves. If in this half hour I will have downtime, people will go to another game. I'm not a bank that they will not, come back to me if I didn't fulfill their wishes. So I need to make sure that our games are up 100%. And we build infrastructure and disaster recovery procedures that really support this decision. So we have 3 data centers that we operate, and we know how to jump with our games between them. Being a public company, we also do governance and regulations. Of course, it's a big part of our role. So one of the responsibility of my teams are to fulfill this regulation procedures and governance around all the systems inside IT, if it's a production system or internal system that we use. We also, as I said, when I came to the company, we had only 2 games. And then we started to grow. So some of the games we developed by ourselves, and a lot of the games we bought over the years. So we made a lot of mergers and acquisitions, successful ones. And now we have 15 games from all kinds of social and casual genres, which is very exciting. How do we onboard a new company from the IT side? This is also something that I have the pleasure to experience several times and build some best practices around that as well. So, data. This is why we're here today. We consider ourselves as data-driven company. It means that all our decisions are made based on data. Starting from a marketing event or a production design or the economy, which is super important for our games. Actually, the economy is one of the key factors of game success. Because game needs to be challenging. It has to have a journey inside of it. So the fact is that most of the games that we have in the market, their lifetime is about 6 months. Our game, our oldest game, is more than 10 years, and it's still very successful because people are very challenged and interested to play there. So this is why we based everything on real-time data. So everything that happens is actually, we check the data, we see what our players like, we build anticipation inside the game, and we gather information to understand what is the best gameplay that the users can have. So we put the customer in the middle. So customer centricity is one of the factors. We customer the game experience of every player. So if we understand that a specific player wants to, he likes mini games, or he likes spinning the wheel. So this is what we're gonna offer him or her. So of course, as I said, downtime is not an option for us. So we monitor and we make our data available at any time. And of course, the security and personal information that became crucial in the last years. We know that all the market is going there. So we're also obligated to keep our data secure and of course, all the personal information are safe kept. So we were looking for a solution that answers all our requirements. So let's take a look about the challenges that we had when we started to pick the technology that will go further with us. So as I said, we have a lot of studios that we give our services to. We're actually a shared service across the company. So if a studio is a standalone unit that has its own product and R&D and marketing, IT is a shared service. So I need to give a unified platform for everybody. And this is why we were looking for the technology that can give us a variety of solutions that can solve a lot of problems. And the technical stack was also an issue because we had a lot of data source solutions. We wanted to unify them. Performance was also one of the key components with what we were looking for. So the data consistency, of course, is an issue. Imagine that you are playing a game and something goes wrong, and now your bankroll in the game or your progress in the game is not as it's supposed to be. So this is how we build trust with the players. So data consistency is very important. As I said, high availability is also an issue, as we're very compatible, and we need to have 100% uptime. Scale, again, we went from 2 studios to 15 in 5 years. So from operations side, a scale, we were growing very fast. And what happened last year, that Corona came knocking on our doors, and we made a huge leap of 60% growth in half year. Because as you can understand, a lot of people last March found themselves at home. So suddenly people had more time to play. It means that I needed to scale a lot in a very short time. So the solution that we were looking for need to have a scaling that is very easy to operate. And of course, efficiency. So let's see a bit the numbers that we're operating with right now. This is on the Aerospike clusters around the company. So the reads and writes, as you can see, per second. With the previous solution that we had more than 200 servers. From operating point of view, is very hard to maintain. We're now very efficient, and we have something like 30 instead of 200 solution. The biggest cluster that we had dropped to 5 nodes, which is easy to maintain. We have 4 billions of objects right now, and we grew from 2 terabytes to 5 terabytes in every studio. For now, we have 50 production clusters, but we're growing as we speak. And of course, the TCO we now can say that in perspective of 3 years, we have savings for about $4 million, which is significant. Now, why I think the solution and the implementation was a success for us with Aerospike. I think, and this is not only for this implementation, but in every successful implementation, we need to have a partnership. So, you know, the people process technology, this is something very old, but it's very relevant when you go into this kind of project. I can say that even when we started to work with Aerospike company, We knew, for instance, that in the previous solution, we had a problem with disks. So the disks were dying very fast, like 6 months, and that's it. So every 6 months, we were in a loop of replacing the disks all over the place. And 200 servers, it's a challenge. So from the beginning, when we decided that we're going with Aerospike, and we talked with the company, and we asked them, okay, listen, we have this problem with the disk. What do you say? What can be done? How can we solve this? We came in, we tried something, and now we have Aerospike solution with scale flux disks that actually hold a long time. So we don't need to change the disks so much. But from the beginning, we had a very close partnership with a dedicated technical account manager who is with us from the start of this project. He's part of every design that we do. He's involved in all the stages of the development. He supports our design decisions, and he actually reviews every month all the clusters that we have in production. As I said, that we're answering the business needs with the technical solutions, and we feel that this is a real partnership. If anything happens in production, I know that I have a person that I can call at any time of day, and actually it happened a few times, that we had an incident in one of the studios, and before taking a decision, we make a call and we decide together to give the best outcome, even if something happens. So having the best technology in the world and having the best team in the world, it's not enough. You really need to connect between them. You need to know how to use the technology. And I think the path that we took with Aerospike and our technical account manager is a game changer in this kind of projects. So this is all from my side, and we can start with the Q&A.
Wow, Ella, thank you so much for such a great, interesting, and informative session. And more than that, thank you for the warm words. We always strive to keep our customers happy and successful.
Sure.
So we have some questions coming up from our attendees. Ella, are you ready for Q&A?
Of course.
Perfect. First question. In today's world, while we see more and more companies are using public cloud, what are the reasons you chose to maintain your own private cloud environment?
Yeah, so this one I get asked a lot. Actually, when I came to Playtika 7 years ago, I inherited our private cloud. So I inherited a small private cloud, but then we started to develop it, and we understood that we can deliver very unique solution for our business needs. Regardless the budget that we save, and now I can say with confidence that we're saving tens of millions of dollars every year. So besides the price, which is obviously a big value and savings for our operational budget, we also delivered in these 7 years a very unique solution for our business. But that's for another session, I guess.
For next year's. Okay, next question. What was your motivation migrating to Aerospike 4 years ago?
So obviously we had another solution in place. We're a 10-year-old company, and we already implemented something else, but we started to see scaling issues with our previous solution. We rapidly grew, And it was very challenging to maintain this kind of scale with our previous solution. So we were looking for something that can, give us a slim clusters, as I mentioned in my talk. As we acquired more and more companies, the operational factor of maintaining so many huge clusters was a big issue. Stability was also an issue for us. As I spoke earlier, we have a disaster recovery active data center that we need to maintain. So it's every cluster is like doubled. And we need to get this data replicated in real time and to be ready to jump in 2 minutes. So that was one of the factors as well. So the stability, the size, and we saw our developers looking for other solutions. So we realized that we need to give them another solution for data layer, which will satisfy their needs. This is why we went looking for a new solution, and here we are.
Here we are. Yeah. Perfect. Next question. What challenges are you expecting in data platform in the upcoming years?
So this year we had a huge project with privacy. So obviously security is one of the biggest issues. It's becoming the personal information is factor that we need to really take care of. So we already implemented the security solution over Aerospike and our other data sources. And also self-service layer. Actually, this is a huge project that we're working on right now, like how we serve data to our analysts. So this is definitely our next challenge.
Sounds perfect. Good luck. We're here to assist if needed.
Of course, I am.
Okay, Ella. So time's up. For any unanswered questions, we will work to have presenter answers directly. Thank you so much, dear Ella. Thank you so much. And thank you, anyone, for all of you who have listened so far. Enjoy your day and enjoy the rest of the sessions. Off to the next session. Bye-bye.
Bye, guys. Thank you.